In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Good morning and Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Unit number 5, Daffodils, a poem written by William Wordsworth. Before I move on to the recitation or the explanation of the poem, let me say something about the poet and the poem. William Wordsworth, he was born in 1770 and died in 1850. He was an English romantic poet, and along with Samuel Taylor St. College, they launched the Romantic Age in English literature with their joint publication Lyrical Ballads, published in 1798. He is also known as the poet of nature. Why? Because his poems center on the theme of natural beauty and natural scenes. There are many figures of speech used in this poem. I create a separate video to explain those figures of speech which are widely used in this poem. The imagery used in the poem is visual, which you can see with your eyes. Reader can recreate the scene in his mind as he reads the poem. What is a romantic age? The age of Wordsworth, 18th century literature, is called the romantic age. In this age, priority is given to nature over the industrialized or the busy city, emotion over reason, and individual over the institutions. Which institutions? Like the church or the state. This romantic age believed in unreal elements, and moreover it was a reaction to classicism old theory, which believed in formality and framed the literature on the previous works of ancient Greece and Rome. Wordsworth's poetry was fresh, ever fresh. About the poem Daffodils. In this poem, the poet has taken a natural object, flower. The language and the tone used in the poem is easy and soft. Poet has used the visual imagery and very nice similes along with the personification has been used in the poem. And above all, the rhyming scheme of the poem is constant in all the 4 stanzas. That is, all the stanzas have the rhyme scheme as A, B, A, B, C, C. I wandered lonely as a cloud. This was the title of the poem in the early days, but now it is commonly referred to as Daffodils. And these daffodils are still growing at Ullswater district, Grasmere, England. English government preserve their culture. And you see, these are the places that inspired William Wordsworth to write one of his most famous poems, Daffodils. And this is the place where William Wordsworth wrote a poem, I wander lonely as a cloud. William Wordsworth and Dorothy Wordsworth were regular visitors to Ullswater Lake District, Grasmere, England, near the shores of Ullswater. This place inspired William Wordsworth so much that he wrote one of his famous poems, Daffodils. This is the Ullswater Lake District Garden, named after Wordsworth, and these places are still preserved by the English government. I wander lonely as a cloud. Wordsworth was a best poet of nature. No doubt he is the best poet of nature still. Wherever he happened to be, he was deeply affected by the beautiful and the bewitching sights of nature. Once he, with his sister Dorothy, was having a walk where they are having the walk in these valleys, when all at once he was attracted by daffodils. This is the place where the Wordsworth was attracted by the daffodils that were growing beside the lake. The poet was wonderstruck by the beauty and elegance of the daffodils. You see, there were a great many in number, and they all were tossing their heads in sprightly dance, and the waves beside the lake were also dancing, but the dance of the daffodils had surpassed them in beauty and glory. You see, I wander lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a cloud, a host of golden daffodils. The sight was so fascinating that the poet completely forgot all the woes and worries of life. He stood rapt and motionless because of the beautiful sight. He was sure that whenever he was aggrieved or sorrowful, the daffodils would appear before his very eyes and made him happy and cheerful. On the right hand side, I also provide the meanings for these words or the synonyms of these underlined words. You can go through them or read it once or twice. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stacked in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Notice the rhyme scheme: shine, line, way, bay. A